Hello, let me show you a network use for incomplete knowledge management. In the past 2 decades, we've seen many network innovation enabled by database. For example, distributed datalog has enabled declarative programming of network protocols. This brilliant idea, however, didn't make it into today's network programming APIs, which still remain imperative and centralized. As a second example, in software-defined networking systems, early platforms often rely on database-like tables to orchestrate multiple control applications with strong consistency. But later, the database-like tables were abandoned for a distributed key value store that can be optimized for frequent network updates. And more recently, in high-level reasoning about networks, while datalog was first admired for general modeling and data provenance tracking, more recent verifiers still rely on specialized model and heuristics. So what we've seen here seemed to be a mixed success, where database at first gave elegant notions, but later the other alternatives like imperative programming and distributed system catch up with performance and scalability. So we ask, can database make a more permanent impact in networking? Can we find networking problem that cannot be easily addressed by other approaches? And we argue the answer should be yes, and we suggest incomplete knowledge management in networking as such a problem, as incomplete information is everywhere in networking, and it's also an issue that's not well supported in existing tools. So at the data level, more concretely speaking, we observe that network operators oftentimes cares about not just the current state, the current definite state, but the behavior on an entire operating region, consisting of all possible path assignments. And we have shown that this can be reformulated as querying in incomplete database. And our preliminary result can be found here. Our contribution here is to develop a datalog extension for incomplete information. So beyond plain data, at semantics level, a relevant networking problem is to determine policy violation with limited information, as oftentimes the independent domain has little access to potentially competing neighbors. So we ask, can we turn this problem into constraint checking in distributed database? And finally, at the schema level, network protocol stack is very different from standard software system in that network system can rarely be seen as distributed facts in heterogeneous forms, interacting in unpredictable ways. So can semi-structured data help? To recap, in this abstract, we argue a new network use of database, namely incomplete knowledge management. We identify concrete scenarios and connect them to potential solutions. Our preliminary result can be found here, and we also implemented a prototype. Thank you.